Igbo Biafra, Ponu! Enwere Igbo Igbo. We Igbo Nigeria.
That we can defend ourselves. Igbo can defend themselves. Yes, we can.
An Igbo man performs better under pressure.
ADF and those tiny line and a program. I actually can make a mistake during the war. Security on our before governors.
My client, Governor Southeast. My head need to have Buhari and fulani herdsmen moving around on foot in Southeast.
In fact, like the whole of Nigeria.
We put on the town unions and security committee can help organize defense of our communities.
What we have chaos as governors in Southeast.
Advert in Africa. Many men are wanting Nigeria because they take one Nigeria, one Nigeria, one Nigeria.
When two women come together, and when they have the people, during the war, under war situation, under starvation, under total blockade, under
my elders, I'm donating myself. Only show this gun. She got motion. Because I'm the witch. It's more than the witch. Only one of these you try again. Anyone who wants it, I give it to you. This is what I'm standing there. Yes.
Not a mandate, a voluntary mandate to only one that be outside Igboland, to yearly repatriate only 1%. I want to tell you in the 10 years, that will be no attraction for any Igbo man to live outside Igboland.
We can protect that. Very well.
Hello, my esteemed viewers, you're welcome. This is BVI Channel 1. I still remain as Chinedu Peters here on Matters Arising, and today we are concentrating, we are narrowing it down to Igbo Nation. And I'm pleased to be seated again with our father, the Ikenga of Igboland. He is the president of Alibo Development Foundation. And today we are here to have a media chat again to brief you, the Igbo Nation, what is on ground with respect to security issues and the development of our Igbo. It's a pleasure having you, sir, again on this media chat.
Thank you very much, Chinedu.
And I must say congratulations for yesterday's program. In fact, it is awesome. Yeah. It came at the right time. Yeah. I must say the Igbo Nation owes you a huge respect. Yeah. At the time when some youths are losing it and having that disconnection from their elders, we can say for sure with boldness that we still have elders in Igboland who have the plight of the people, especially the young generation, at the back of their mind. Thank you so much for that yesterday's program.
Thank you very much, Chinedu.
All right. Now give us an overview of what transpired in the program yesterday.
Well, as you know, before we set out to organize this program, calls were coming to us from all over the world, from the Igbo, all over the world, from America, Australia, Russia, Canada, Britain, and so on, asking us what are we doing, that things are getting to an explosive situation. Apart from the killings of our own people, that there are certain killings going on that may spark off generalized collapse, crisis, and chaos in the system. Particularly at the time when the daughter of the Yoruba leader was killed. Calls were intensified, Well, before then, we had been making contact with our people, asking how do we get together? How do we make sure we hold ourselves together? How do we make sure there's a sense of direction to our people? We knew everybody was very much worried. In recent times, I sent out a message. I said to my fellow compatriots, with tears in my eyes, I sent out that message, explained how I was feeling. Yeah. I woke up in the night. Replies kept coming, that midnight. And some of them came. You know what happened next? Tears started falling from my eyes, real eyes. Incidentally, both the message with tears in my eyes and also the real tears coming out of my eyes by people provoked one of our chaps to send me a video of an Igbo priest who was addressing our people somewhere in such somber tone about what is going on. He got on talking and talking, and at a point he started crying. He couldn't continue, So I wasn't alone, and it's the state of this. So we decided we'll get together. We called on our leaders, both the governors, Haneze, and so on. But one thing was obvious. We felt it was better to have what we call a people's parliament. Let our people get together. Leave our governors alone, leave our Haneze. Let's get together and talk to ourselves and get a feel and make up on our mind on what we should do to defend and protect ourselves and take the message to our governors and our Haneze and so on. So we decided that was the right way to go. And as I kept saying, we try to borrow a leaf from what has happened in Benue State, So I was happy when, of course, key organizations agreed. The Southeast Town Union, the association, which indeed should be Association of Igbo Town Unions, then CAN, World Igbo Congress, even our chap, Namde, and other Biafra, other people from abroad calling and saying, please, ADF should do something. We will support it, we will be with it, So eventually we all agreed to call our people for yesterday's summit. And I think I'm happy with the response. I'm happy with the mood of our people. What we had yesterday was not a conference, it was a meeting to say, these are the crises we are, this is where we are, what we do. And I hope after this, yesterday, our people are going to be discussing seriously on what to do. We are underdog, but we can protect ourselves.
Exactly. You came up with what do you call it? Press statement, or what do you call that again? Communique, right?
Yes,
Good.
Yes,
you came up with that, and I believe very soon it will be available to people on the public domain, on BVI website, and also on ADF platforms. We'll make sure that we get the ADF website known to our people, so that some of these things they can always get abreast with them. The representation that yesterday was awesome, coming from different structures.
Sure.
The town union, the Christian Association, the Igbo organization,
sure,
representative of pro-Biafran groups, including IPOB led by Nnamdi Kanu, of which their legal representative was there to represent Nnamdi and all that. Sure. In fact, everybody came together to agree to that communique.
Sure.
And I believe our people out there, you are blessed to have a leader, an elder that is still here with us, that is leading the course, giving Igbo direction. Because what we lack all these years is leadership. And that's why some of our youth are behaving the way they are behaving. Because once you don't channel them towards the direction you want them to go, definitely things will go wrong. But I thank God that a platform like ADF is doing what they are doing. Now I'm talking about the development of our Igbo. There was this short documentary that we published, which obviously I must say thank you to you for giving us the platform or the necessary tools for us to produced that documentary showing the continuous rape, the insecurity. Yesterday we got the news about a woman that was raped to death in Enugu State. But it's becoming a regular occurrence in Igbo, and I believe this summit will address them to a very large extent. Now, the political leadership and the socio-cultural leadership of Igbo, is there any synergy between the two to address these issues?
Yes. Remember yesterday, this event was chairman by a traditional ruler. Yeah. The chairman of Enugu State Traditional Rulers Council, and there were a number of others there. There were priests, bishops, and so on. So there is a synergy. As I explained to you, we didn't basically expect the governor to come and sit down with us. We borrowed a leaf from what the Yoruba did last time when they met. Their governors were not there, but their governor took note of what they did, and part of it adopted it. We expect the same thing here. There's something I want to correct, Chinedu. I'm not the leader of the Igbos. You know, I am a coordinator of what is going on now. As a role I have played all my life, a role I played that gave rise to what you have as NYS in this country, that gave rise to the ASU you have today, that gave rise to G34, that gave rise to PDP and so on. It's been a role I've been playing as a coordinator. I'm not aspiring to lead anybody, but I know the organization we have, ADF, can be regarded as playing the role of leadership.
Yes.
Of showing the light so that I will find a way. That's really what's going on, you know. So I think there are definite things we need to do, as we identified yesterday. Yeah. We've said our people can defend themselves. We said one instrument we need, very vital instrument we need, is the law. Okay. And we have called on our governors, called on the states of assembly, please pass the anti-open grazing bill. That grazing bill derived from our culture. We don't have animals moving around in place. Our goods don't move around in this thing. Our cattle, I mean a cow, don't move around. Yeah. They're tethered, you know. Yeah. So please pass this law. Once you pass it, our people are prepared to make sure that law is implemented. Benue has done that and is saving them a lot of headache. Why can't our people do it? I hear there's a letter our governors have written to Buhari asking him to, take some steps to prevent movement of animals. No. That is people abandoning their responsibility. People signing out their freedom. People signing out their right. Our governors, even by the faulty constitution we have, our governors are empowered to make laws controlling movement of animals. They don't need Buhari to do that. Exactly. They don't need Buhari to do that.
And sir, now that you mentioned this, there is this issue of talking about herders movement and banning of open grazing. It struck my mind that you can also attest to it that in Igbo traditional culture, it is against Igbo law for you to leave your cattle or your sheep or your livestock to stray into another man's farm to destroy it. It's against the traditional law of Igbo.
As you said this, let me remind, something comes to my mind in my place. Yeah. It's the responsibility of our women to make sure no such animal moves around the organization. They'll go around, catch them, and take them to the traditional ruler or to the leader. And you must come and pay before that animal is released to you. It's part of our culture. Our women do it. Our youths also take part in that.
Then why should we now open our territory for invaders to...
Especially now, it's gotten so bad, there may be famine in our land. The extent to which they have destroyed our farms, chased our farmers away, killed many of them, frightened our women from going to the farmers, so on and so forth. There's going to be famine. And we don't have money to keep importing cassava from the north, tomato from the north, ginger from the north, whatever it is from the north. We don't have that money. They have seized the money. There's poverty in our land. So the idea may be to so impoverish us that we all die of starvation.
It's a conspiracy that must
No. Our people must stand firm, you know.
Yeah, now I think one more thing, sir, that is very important. It may not be in line with the way you think, but I interface with the youths out there, the frustrated youths out there, that it has gotten to the point that we don't just keep begging and pleading the governors to do what is needful. It is high time we persuade them, we demand that they do it or they go. You know, it has come to the point that you don't need to be politically correct when your people are faced with immediate danger. And that is why they have lost it. They have lost confidence in the governors. They have lost confidence in the political class. They have lost confidence. That is exactly what some of the things that led to what happened, the unfortunate incident that happened in Germany. So if they are up and running, like what we saw in that of Benue State, the way their governor sided with the people, it is time you consolidate with your people and not playing like a God-servant relationship with the people. So, sir, I think what you're doing, it should be pushed towards that direction, that the people have to come up and demand that every governor in the southeast should pass the anti-open grazing bill according to Igbo tradition in Igboland. I think that will go a long way.
Let me add to what you've said with regard to our youth. You know, we felt that the first thing we needed to do in ADF was to bring credible elders together, a platform. You know, so you can see a platform that has Archbishop like Annie Kwenwa, Onubogo, Chipuma and others together. A great platform that has ambassadors, Ambassador Uku, Ambassador Majilo Keke and others together, that have many other responsible people, some of our former ministers, governors also. So, and because they are around, we are very careful of every step we may take, you know. And that is how why ADF has become, I think, credible and also strong. Incident and what has followed is that our youth have started taking note of ADF.
Of course.
They're beginning to look towards ADF.
Exactly.
You know. When Nnamdi Kanu called me and said, "Oga, please, ADF should do this, do that, we'll follow," I was happy. I know he had earlier made that kind of thing. My joy was that it looks ADF had that kind of credibility. And I've told him, we have to meet, we have to win you to be more mature in the role you play, along with the other people like you in our society. You know. So the youth are looking in the direction of our people. And that reminds me again, I have been a great mentor of the youths all my life. Those who know me at Nsuka, all the major movements in the ex-country, I have inspired a good deal of them. You know. All the young men, Obanichima, Ezazu, Chukuma, and others, you know, I have been their mentor. And the time I was there with them, you know, they were very strong, defending public interest, whatever it is, you know. So I think we're getting back to that. Many of them have been calling the elders. I say, pass on to that spirit to the younger ones. You know, bring them out. Let us inspire them. And that is the message I'm also going to give to Nnamdi. Please allow your young chaps to come close, so they can be used for more positive things. You know. We're talking about vigilante. That's where they belong to. That's where they belong. They should help, you know. If they come out and stand firm in their communities and say, no car will move around, no car will move around, you know, with the courage, you know. So we are now looking in the direction of getting our youth come together, do what they should do. The elders tell them what they should do, what they should do. We are also bringing them together to help mold them in terms of values, to remove all negative values in the present culture, because we are looking forward to creating a new Igbo society. Call it a new Biafra society. It must be an ideal one, you know, where there will be concord, there will be discipline. That's why we've gone to the town unions. We brought them in, because I know how much the town unions were. How much they control the culture. values and traditions of our people. I know what it is in those days in our communities, for bringing them together. And we're also asking the church, join us, please. Join us, please, Certain negative tendencies within Christendom, please let us expunge them. And let Christendom stand firm, I remember one of our friends, even though people say he was he didn't like religion, I said, no. He said the classical saint mortified his body for the salvation of the soul of the masses. And who was that classical saint? It's Christ. He has so much respect for Christ. Christ suffered for the salvation of the soul of the people. Our present saints, some of them want the people to suffer for the joy of their own soul. But I'm happy there are great priests still around. Chukuma is around. Anikwemwa is around.
Yeah.
Obinna is around.
And it's a very powerful platform to disseminate this information. Christendom is a powerful institution in Igboland.
There is around, and so on and so forth. I'm sure they get the mood of the people.
Yeah. I'm
sure they help to inject some revolution within the Christian.
Exactly. It's a wonderful time spending with you this few minutes. If not for want of time, we would have loved to take more time. But since God has kept you here with us, we will make sure that we keep extracting, coming close to you, so that our young people, young generation, will know the direction things are going. Thank you, sir, again, for giving us the opportunity to have this media chat with you.
Please do us a favor.
All right, sir.
BVI should not relent. I told you some time ago that BVI has a great future in our struggle.
Please
keep it up.
Thank you, sir.
God has brought you people out this time.
Thank you, sir. I appreciate you. You have had it all. That is it. That is why we're wrapping it up on this media chat with the president of Alibo Development Foundation, Professor Ozadimanwala. It's a pleasure having him around. And I believe, keep subscribing, keep listening, keep watching, keep sharing. We are forming a very large and formidable community that will transform our generation for good. Till I meet you next time, stay blessed. And above all, stay safe. Goodbye.